I'm Michael Duran. I've worked with Shadow Theatre Company for the past 10 years. In fact, I was the first director and first scenic designer of the inaugural production of Innocent Thoughts.
My name is Celeste Ducree. I've been a volunteer at Shadow for a year and a half and actually went on staff full-time 2 weeks ago.
My name's Fred Lewis. I'm a board member of Shadow Theatre Company. I also do legal work for the organization as I'm an attorney.
Hugo Jean Sales, performing artist and artist in the realm of theater.
Shadow Theatre Company was founded in 1997 by Jeffrey Nickelson. Shadow Theatre Company is in its 9th season and its 33rd production. We actually had a national season beginning our 9th season, bringing in Daniel Beatty for Emergency.
I think part and parcel of the reason that Jeffrey created Shadow Theatre Company was his own experience. Being an African-American actor in the United States is very difficult. And I think what he decided to do is to not only provide for himself, but for other performers who are having a very difficult time to get the experience that one needs in order to become a professional.
Shadow has the ability and also the courage to do shows that other theaters frequently will shy away from because of the difficulty of the material.
It's really an artistic choice, and I've always seen that reflected in the audience's faces when they leave. They're always either amazed or jubilant, crying.
I remember a time where we were doing a show and a woman actually got up, and then as she left, we could hear her crying uncontrollably out in the hall. We actually had to send someone out there to see what was going on with her, and she said it was just so close to what had gone on in her life. She had thought she had buried some of those feelings. It was actually a beautiful thing. She came back after she composed herself and she saw the rest of the show. A lot of shows are like that at Shadow. They touch that part of our soul that we kind of put away and put on a shelf somewhere.
The effect that I think that he has had is that he is bringing into people's lives sometimes a world that they would never enter, a world that they would never touch. And I think that's one of the greatest and probably the most important achievement of art, is to get each of us as individuals to look at life in a different way.
A show that was performed years ago called Little Tommy Parker's Minstrel. Someone wrote us and they told us they came from an interracial relationship, and that this play really spoke to them and made them realize, you know, everyone's life and the struggles that everyone has. But the bottom line is that we're all human and that we all have red blood in spite of the color of our skin.
The way Jeffrey and Shadow have been able to basically make racial lines disappear from their performances is by casting multiracial casts, by doing theater for the black community as well as the white community. Jeffrey is doing a great service. Emotions are not in one particular race. They cross racial lines, and we all have the same experiences. And that's a really, really wonderful part of what Shadow is presenting.
And the wonderful thing about Jeffrey being an artist is that he understands artists, and he gives artists freedom to express themselves. I get the greatest freedom as a designer here, as a director, as an actor. And I think that is indicative of who Jeffrey is as a person, knowing that art exists within the artist. You just have to let it come out. The work that Jeffrey has done, the work that Shadow Theatre has done for the past 10 years should be recognized, especially when it has been done with so much dignity, so much pride, and so much excellence in and of itself. This is an award that is a long time in coming and very justly given.